Alright guys, so if you have seen my channel before, you know that I like some minimal style cases. I do like a lot of the thicker and bulkier ones. I like all cases, of course. I'm an accessory channel. I do prefer a lot of things, but I really do like minimalist cases. And today we're taking a look at a pretty popular one. But this case, unfortunately, has one major flaw and one major issue that just I can't use it as a daily case. And we are talking about the Latercase for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, the price on this one is $59. All links will be down in the description below for you guys to check out for yourselves. So, taking a look at the packaging, you get this very nice packaging from Latercase. It is matched to the color that you got, which if you guys know, by the color of the box, I did get the crimson color. So it's gonna say Latercase here, the impossibly thin phone case. On the back, besides all the fingerprints that it shows, it says impossibly thin, featherweight, superior texture, space-age materials, 5 times stronger than steel, ultra precise, and a simple install. So that's pretty much all you get. Very nice packaging from Latercase, by the way. I really enjoy their boxes. In here, it does say a lot of other information right there, but then you just pull this little tab, and all you get is your case. Nothing else, nothing fancy. That's it. So let's set the box off to the side and take a look at the case. Now, on the back, you are going to get this nice textured aramid fiber material. All of the different colors are aramid fiber, and they are all textured, which we'll talk about the colors a little bit later. But you can hear that this is textured. Now, the one thing about aramid fiber cases, they are going to show fingerprints, and this crimson red Latercase is no different. If you guys see where I just scratched with my fingernails, right there, it does show that. But you can just wipe them down, and they should be good to go. Now, one thing you guys can see is this is a very, very thin phone case. So on the back, you are going to get that aramid fiber material, and you are going to get your individual camera cutouts. Now, taking a look at the inside, you are also getting that aramid fiber material. You get a little Latercase logo right there, and pretty much that's it. Around the sides is just this same aramid fiber material. Let's go ahead and grab our scale, and we'll grab our caliper and see how thick it is, how much it weighs. So starting off with the weight, we're looking at 14 grams. This is gonna be a super, super light case. You are not gonna feel the weight of this case whatsoever at all. Once you put it on the back of your phone, you really don't even feel that you have a case on. And that is true. These absolutely feel like a naked phone. They're very, very thin. Now, speaking of how thin it is, they say that it's 0.6 millimeters thin. So let's actually test that out. Now, starting from front to back, I'm getting 1.5, and that's also with this lip here. Let's take a look right here and see what they say right there. I'm getting 1.3. Now, of course, the edges are going to be a little bit curved, so that is one of those things that you can kind of expect, but let's see. Okay, here we go. Measuring only pretty much from the bottom where there's no lip, you do get 0.6 millimeters thin. So I guess their claims are correct. It is 0.6 millimeters thin, but you know, we got to test it all from these companies. We got to make sure everything is what they say it is. So let's go ahead and take our natural titanium 16 Pro Max, and we'll put it into the Latercase. Now, one thing about these Latercases, let me turn my screen off here. One thing about these Latercases is that that click is loud. Kind of. Not the loudest click in the world, but you get a pretty decent click, and once all 4 sides and corners are clicked onto here, you know it's really on there. Now let's listen to how those corners sound. 1, good. 2, that was a really good one. 3, and 4. So these 3 corners do sound pretty good. This 4th one here, it could be a little bit better of a click, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. Now, before we move on, let me just wipe down my screen because those fingerprints are a little hideous. But taking a look at how it fits on the phone, and you're getting a super, super tight, snug fit all the way around. This case is not easy to get off by any means. You do have to give the corners some force in order to get those off. So it is on there very, very well. So you're gonna have no issues with the fit there. The loosest part of it is right here where my finger is showing, but even still right there, I'm giving it a good bit of force. Now, with these cases, you do have to kind of be careful taking them off just because they're so thin that you very well may break it when you take it off. So just be easy when you take them off. one corner at a time, pull off a couple corners, just get your phone out of there, nice and easy. You'll have no issues with that. Taking a look around the side, starting off with the top, you're completely open right there, except for the corners. You do get a slight little tiny lip right there towards the back of the phone, but other than that, you're pretty much open. On the left-hand side, your buttons are completely open and the rest of it is closed in. And that texture, by the way, does also move over from the back off to the sides and all the way around the case. So anywhere you have that case material, you'll have some texture there. Moving along to the bottom, you do have a completely open bottom, so there's no need to test out that USB Type-C port. Now, one thing I really like about Latercase is that the back of the case, the bottom of the case, stops slightly before, very, very slightly before the bottom of the phone case. So that way, when you are holding it like this, because it's such a thin material, it's not absolutely destroying your pinky. It's not digging into your pinky real bad. And then moving along to the right-hand side, you are completely closed in except for your action button and your power button there. Now, getting to the action button is pretty easy. These little edges right here, this little back edge is a little bit sharp. I would like to see that a little bit more refined, but when you hit your button, you have no issues whatsoever zooming in, zooming out, taking your little picture. Let's go ahead and snap a picture of ourselves right there. But yeah, very nice, easy to maneuver. You guys can see that clicking the button is no issue at all. So, how does this case feel in the hand? And it's very, very comfortable to hold. It is super thin. Look at that. That's what you're looking like with the natural titanium 16 Pro Max. You do get those accents right there of the phone visible, so it does look pretty good. But very comfortable to hold, not very slippery. It is going to be a fingerprint magnet because it's an aramid fiber case. Most of them are. Take your little microfiber, wipe it down, give it a little love, and you'll be good to go. You don't have any issues of it slipping out of your hands. I've been using it for a little while on and off, and I've had really no issues except for one thing. And let's get to that. That is the MagSafe on this case. Now, as you guys know, there is no built-in MagSafe into Latercases. Lou and the team at Latercase, please, if you guys somehow stumble upon old Brian's tech video, please add MagSafe into a version of your cases. I don't know if you have to make another case that's a little bit thicker. Cool, I'll take it. A little bit thicker of a case, not 0.6, maybe 0.9 millimeters thick. That's not an issue at all. I'm sure for most people, put that, give us built-in MagSafe. The rings that come externally, I had them for the 15 Pro Max. The issue with those is there's no alignment kit with them. So because the MagSafe is not super strong through the case, if you were to just drop it on there and hope it magnetizes and glues into place, you may not get it in the right spot, and that just ruins one of the two rings that come with it. So I would really like to see MagSafe built into the case. That's the only big flaw that these cases have year after year. A lot of you guys are MagSafe users, which let me know down in the comments below. Do you use a Latercase, or do you wish the Latercase had MagSafe built into it? Not the external ring, but physically built into here. Let me know down below. As you guys can see, we start off with the Apple MagSafe wallet. Yes, will it attach? Absolutely. We will get our animation. Let's see here. There we go. There's your animation. Will it attach? Yeah, but as soon as you move it, as soon as you give it a little love from the finger, just a little touch, it's moving. So if you stick this into your pocket, your purse, your sling bag, your backpack, almost every single time, if it just grazes anything the slightest little bit, that's coming right off. And if you have your ID in here, you have your credit card in here, you have your debit card in here, Social Security, whatever card you have, you're going to be really, really upset when this gets lost because you had no magnetic connection onto the case. Now, going to a little stronger of a magnet, Apple MagSafe battery pack, will it work? Of course it will. But as soon as you start giving it a little shake, it's already slipping. Yeah, it comes right off. As soon as you give it a little shake, there it goes. So I don't even want to shake it so hard because I'm afraid to break my camera over there. I don't want to give it a good shake and have this thing go flying. But yeah, it's just all of your accessories. The only way that this thing will really work is if you just use MagSafe to charge and you just set it on right there. But as soon as you give it a little bit of movement, it's coming right off. I mean, if you nudge it the wrong way, it'll come off. It absolutely isn't picking up any MagSafe base at all whatsoever. And that's because when you put a little layer between the iPhone's MagSafe and the other device that you're using, you automatically make that MagSafe so much weaker. And that's just why I really, really wish Latercase would make a version that has the built-in MagSafe. It would just make it so much easier, and this would by far be a top contender for one of the best minimalist cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But no MagSafe means no go for me. Now, speaking of the back, one more issue that I did notice, and it's very, very faint, is that the cutouts for the camera lenses and the LiDAR scanner, the flash, they're not perfectly centered. So you do see on the sides of it a little bit of the color of the phone. That's just a nitpick, but I really would like to see a little bit better attention to detail and get those cutouts perfectly centered, just like they were last year. It doesn't bother you when you're using the camera or anything like that. You don't see them. It's just a slight detail that I wanted to mention for you guys. Now, it's going to come in a few different colorways. It's going to come in this crimson red right here, classic, coffee, midnight, and willy blue. So, all in all, do I recommend the Latercase for the iPhone 16 Pro Max? And that's a yes and a no. Yes, if you're someone who doesn't care about MagSafe, absolutely. You want a minimal case, you don't care about MagSafe, you want something as thin as possible, this is your go-to. Definitely pick this up. If you use MagSafe, if you're like me, you use a pop socket or a phone grip. I've actually been liking the Banks phone grip a lot lately. But if you use a phone grip, you use a car mount, use a MagSafe mount, use MagSafe battery packs, use MagSafe wallets, all these different accessories, this is a no-go for me on that because I cannot trust that my MagSafe wallet, my MagSafe battery pack will stay on here. It immediately slides off, and that's a no-go for me. So let me know what you guys think about the Latercase down in the comments below. Have you ever tried one? Or are you interested in picking one up? Make sure you let me know. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a very long way for me, allows me to make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see another great minimalist case that feels like you're using a naked phone but still gives you excellent MagSafe and great protection, I'll leave that video right here. If you want to see the screen protector that I use on my phone right now, and it's my favorite one, I'll leave that right there.